What's going down, my creatives? It's your girl at the top of the morning with another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about transforming basic card sheet. What are these called? Note cards. Yeah. Transforming these little note cards that comes in our 12 by 12 paper pads, and we don't know what to do with them after we use up all the paper. I'm going to show you today how to easily transform these little cards into awesome, elegant ATCs, artist trading cards. With just 3 steps, can somebody tell him thank you? Let's get it. All right, so you all, this came out of a paper pad that I have, and I had used up majority of the paper, but I loved these cards. Unfortunately, there was 3 rolls of these cards I used 4, and this one right here is this. I started to use it, I changed my mind, and so now these are the remnants that's left off this sheet and out of that paper pad, and I'm finna show you how to transform them. So step 1, all you need is a paper trimmer, or if you feeling like, you know, you got this thing down, you can go ahead and you can freehand cut your cards apart. So you all, do not throw away those cards that you have that comes in those paper packs, even if you don't have a place form on your scrapbook layouts or whatever you're creating with that paper pad. You can always turn to an artist trading card. Artist trading card is nothing but a little sample piece of art. That's all it is. A miniature, small, I say tiny piece of art, right? So let's see what we can do. I love this color combination in this paper pad, and I hope you all could see me in this thing. Let me come up here, because I keep forgetting when I use this paper trimmer that I got to make sure that y'all can see. All right, so artist trading card is nothing but little tiny pieces of art. So the first thing we want to do is just trim them down. We're not worried about being all nice and neat. Why? Because these cards are actually bigger than an artist trading card. Remember, an artist trading card is nothing but 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these cards and we're going to cut them down to fit our ATC size. And so the first thing we did was cut them apart. So now we have 3, 6. Oh, I got one more to do. I'm going to cut these apart so that you can be able to see the individual cards. Okay. We're not concerned about making it neat, right? Because we're going to cut them down. All right. Now, I don't think we're going to make them all, but I'm going to see how I'm feeling today. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we got this one that I already cut out before I decided to do the video with you all. All right, so here we go. Let's, well, we can start off. I want to cut down first so I can show you all. We're going to start off with this one. The main thing with all of these ATCs is that I'm going to show you how to transform these in 3 easy steps. Cut or trim, whichever way you want to call it. Adhere or paste, or, you know, put it down with some glue or tape. And then the third step is simply putting a little stamping on it, and you're done. All of our ATCs today will be backed with this metallic gold paper. This is paper from this Tim Holtz Ideology metallic stack. Absolutely in love with this paper. It came in gold tone and silver tone. All right. So this is what we're going to be using to back all of these cards. All right. And then I'll show you the other supplies as we go. Very simple. 3 steps, you all. Let's get busy. So we're going to take this first card and we're gonna trim it down. The first thing I know is that I want to just put the card, my 3x3, my 2.5 by 3.5. I know I want to center it just to get an idea, a visual in my mind of where the card should stop and where it should end. Okay, so I'm choosing. I could choose to cut off the joy to the world and take it higher, or the ho ho ho. I want to leave the joy to the world, and we're gonna cut off the ho ho ho. All right, so we already kind of got a feel of where our card is going. So let's cut that right up under the ho ho ho. We're gonna start there, right? Then let's turn this around. We're going to trim off a little bit of this side, making sure that it's even, right? Now, you all, I'm left-handed, so I got to do things kind of at the bottom, but I'll bring the trimmer up so you can see. All right, now we're gonna kind of gauge again. So we see we already got a little lift because this is going to be a double layer. So you're going to have the base of the card, and then this is going to be on top of the base. So we're layering only one time, one layer, okay? So let's go. We can go in a little bit more. Let's see if we can measure 3.5. So this is 3.5 right here. That's perfect for the height. But again, we put in a base. So we're going to take this up 2 notches, and then we're going to cut. That's our perfect size vertically. Now we worried about horizontal. So we want to cut this down to 2.5 at least. We know we can't go that way. 2.5. So we're going to try to go 2.5 this way. See what we have. Let's turn it. 2.5. We still have, we don't want to cut off our words. So here we go. We're going to go out some. Right. Okay. And we're just going to get this to the closest to that we can to the letters, but we are not, we want it to, at the 2.5 mark, as close as we can, but we will not cut the letters. So that would be like right on the end. So here we go. We're going to leave this out just a little bit. Okay. That was cutting it real close. All right, here we go. Let's put this down again. Okay, so we can see on this side we don't have any more room, but on this side we have room to go. So we're gonna try to go 2 notches over from the 2.5 like we did with the other ones. And we are barely making it. Okay, this is our mat. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, move our trimmer. I gotta take my little junk off. Y'all know I got issues with stuff not being right. Okay, let's put this down so I can see what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna take one of our panels that's already been cut, and we're going to adhere him. As always, I got my beacons on deck. I don't leave home without it. What about y'all? Y'all got y'all favorite adhesive that you don't leave home without? Okay, perfect, right? So now I'm finna come in and I'm just gonna sit that, look at that. I'm just gonna sit that right on top. I don't know about y'all, but I love it. Okay. Here we go. I'm talking about taking scraps, taking journaling cards and making them into beautiful pieces of art. All right. We matted that on top. I'm going to bring it closer. Tell me that it's not cute. All right. I have these little red and white snow poinsettias. They have, to me, a vintage feel. And these ATCs, they are on the more elegant side, in my opinion, but they have a hint and a tone of vintage. So we're just going to sit one of these on here, and this is basically going to be, now where we want to put it, let it snow. We could put it at the top. We could put it right here. I'm really telling y'all that I think I don't want to put anything there. I love this card the way it is. What y'all think? Let's sit it aside and maybe we'll come back and add something different. But I love it just like that. All right, let's move on. And this is what happens when Tina creates. Sometimes I have an idea that works and sometimes it doesn't. Let's go on to the next card. What do we want to do next? Let's do this here. Do I want to do the December? Let's do this one right here next. Okay, we're doing the same process. We finna cut this card down to a 2.5 by a 3.5, right? Okay, so you take the card and let's first do 3.5. Okay, I want in this card, you got to decide which part of the design of the card you want to save or savor. I want to save most of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top instead of the bottom and hit it at 3.5 and see where that takes me. All right, that's 3.5 right there. So let's cut that. Now I want to keep this right here, so we're going to turn it to the 2.5 mark this way, and we're cutting it down. All right, there you go. This is our 2.5 by 3.5 card. Now remember, we're going to back this with our gold. So we're going to move this over 2 notches from the 3.5 and the 2.5, and then we're going to cut. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way, and I hope y'all can see me. So 2.5, 2 notches over, and I'm cutting. Right? Turning it, 2.5, 2 notches to the left, and I'm cutting. This should be ready to lay on the panel. Let's move this here cutting board, and we're going to get our base piece and our backer. Let's move these scraps. All right, here we go. 3 steps. We cut, or if you want to call it trimmed, we trimmed it down. Now we adhering. I'm going to take the gold piece. Right? We're adhering it. Let's let it catch. Make sure it's even all the way around. Okay, and here we go. We're going to put this piece right on top of it. It's like layering a cake, you all. Right? And we're going to drop him right in the center. Oh, I love it. Don't tell me what you can't do with some scraps and some gold. Honey, gold is my favorite metallic. I love me some gold, honey. You could put a little gold to anything. We got 2 ATCs already there. All right, now on this ATC right here, I wanted to do some stamping. Okay, you know what? Let's bag up. Let's mat and set everything up, and then we'll go back and we'll embellish. Tina don't have it together. This is how I craft. I go back and forth. So now let's pick our 3rd card. Let's do this. Do not open until December 25th. The same concept. Now we got like 3 more cards to go. If you want to stop this video, run and get that sheet of note cards that's in your paper pad that you're not going to use or you never thought of using. Get you a sheet of cardstock that you can back it with, because all of them should have the same color scheme in them. Run now and get your paper, your cardstock, and your trimmer, and come back and meet me, and let's do these steps together. This is card number 3. All right. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to trim this down. So the first thing I need to do is I want to get rid of all of this gray. I already know because I'm going to take my base card and I'm going to sit it in here, and I've gotten a visual of where this needs to be cut. So I already know that I got to go beyond this burgundy trim, right? All I'm savoring right now is the dotted trim on the inside. So let's cut that down and then see where we are. Okay. That's the first thing we're going to do is cut that down and cut that off, and then see where that leaves us. And we're just going to simply go around the card and just do that. Right below the burgundy line is where you want to cut on this particular card. All I'm doing is trimming it down so that I can get me a 2.5 by 3.5 card. That's the first step. Then we go to the matting stage, right? Okay. It's as simple as this. All right. Let's see where we are now. We just study checking. We see we still got a little bit of lag. So now we finna hit that 3.5 and that 2.5 right on the spot, because we want to make sure that this card will fit, right? So now we know we might be taking off the little edge. All right, let's take this to the 3.5. This is right at the 3.5 mark already. All right, so now we know that it's even. Okay, now we want to go down 2 notches because we're going to mat this on top of our gold. So we hit that 2.5, go over 2 squares. We're going to go 1 because we're going to cut this off, the little stitch line. We're going to cut that off. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's do this. We're going to turn around. So really I'm going 1 notch over on each side so that I can get the proper, I can cut the little stitch line off. Okay. Just a sliver more is what I need. And sometimes you just have to eyeball it, you all. Sometimes you just have to eyeball it. Okay. Now we're doing the same thing for the top. We want to go over at least 2. And we're going to have to eyeball it. Again, because we just want to take off. So this one might be a little smaller on the inner cut than the other ones. But that's okay. We just want to make it uniform. Right? A little sliver cut here and a little sliver cut there. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to just take our gold piece and just lay it in the inside to make sure we kind of like even all the way around. We did get rid of the stitch line, but that is okay. I think that's perfect. Let's move to the next step, which is adhering them together. All right. I hope you had time to run and get your sheet of tags and a sheet of cardstock. I hope you're doing these steps with me. All right. The next step after trimming and cutting, we are adhering the layers together. Let's do that now. Okay, once again, you just want to make sure they're even all the way around. Now, I will usually use my brayer when I do this step to make sure that that adhesive. But one thing about this foil paper, it doesn't really take that good to a brayer. If your brayer is not absolutely like smooth and dent free, those dents will get into your metallic cardstock and it will leave an imprint. So that's why I don't use my brayer when I'm using metallic cardstock. All right, let's lay our second layer. Are you convinced you want to try this with me? Come on, stop the video right now. Stop and go get your sheet out your paper pack and grab your trimmer and some adhesive and come on, do these steps with me. Make some beautiful ATCs. You only need one sheet of cardstock and that sheet of cutouts, and I'm gonna show you, walk you through doing this just like this. All right, so that's our third one. Okay, so we could consider these our base. We've done our base. All right, let's try this one. Y'all know I love everything postal, so you know I wanted to keep this. I've been keeping this, and I'm like, you know what, I'm turning it into an ATC. Here we go, ATC number 3. Are you convinced that you need to stop the video? Just stop it. Go get your stuff. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Hurry up now. All right, what are we trying to do? We trying to take this down to a 2.5 by 3.5, right? So let's start with our base. And let's just see where our card is going to lay. It looks like I'm going to have to cut off that gold part, which is okay. Why? Because we're using gold as our backer piece. So we already know that. Let's do this. Let's cut some down. All the way around. And then see where we end up at. It's just that simple. So we cutting it off. And we'll come back to see where it leaves us. Okay. All right. Where's our piece? Let's see. Oh, still too big, so I want to see where it's going to end. All right. So I just need to basically cut a little bit of this top off. A little bit more. All right. And when I measure, I got 2.5 by 3.5. Now, what are we going to do? We're going over 2 notches to the left for the 3.5 mark. I have to split the notches. Why? Because I got the gold trim. We are cutting this gold trim off. So hit the end, the very tip of it, and then cut. Okay? That's what we doing. We trimming this little end, the gold parts off. So let's hit that, because we're not going to use that anyway. And then we're going to start checking to see the matting size. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense to y'all. What y'all think so far? Did y'all make it back with y'all supplies? All right, here we go. I think this gonna work, y'all. We already can see a mat. Do you see a mat already? I'm gonna trim this just a teeny-tiny more. Like a teeter-totter. Just a teeny bit more. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's that Mississippi down in the Delta talk. That stuff my grandma and them used to talk. T-Nancy. Mama, we don't talk like that up here. All right, let's throw these little pieces away. Y'all know I can't take that. I got to throw them away. All right, I think we're ready to mat. So here we go. This is what we have left from what we started with. Let's get our 3 pieces. Let's do our second step, and that is the matting. Adhering these together. So here we go. Putting that there. Let it catch. Make sure it's even on both sides, on the edges, right? Just let that adhesive. And what I like about this Tim Holtz metallic craft paper, I noticed that my beacons do not give like a cool look like in the metallic. Some metallic papers that I use my beacons with, I don't know, I guess it's the chemical that's in the beacons. It shows through like something is wet and dried up. You know, I can't describe it, but that's what happens. So I'm glad that I found that Tim Holtz packet because it's different. So usually when I was using metallic cardstock before, I would make sure I use one of my other adhesives before I use the beacons, unless I knew that I was covering the spot where I was going to put the beacons, because sometimes you would get that look, and I can't explain what the look is. All right, here we go. What y'all think? That's number 4. I think we cooking with grease. All right, let me put these over here, and we're going to look to see which one's going to be next. Let's do this December. All right. Now, we're going to take our card. Now, this December has the calendar as well, so we already know, we could just imagine that if we're cutting this card to 2.5 by 3.5, we're cutting some of these numbers, which is fine, because we want the illusion of a December calendar, not that we actually want the calendar, all right? So we're going to sit this in the middle, and this is what it should be looking like. So that gives us a sense of where we need to cut. Let's start trimming. Y'all with me? This is the first step. Okay, so we're taking this card, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start outside of this little calendar area. And I'm going to trim around and then go down again. All right. I'm having fun. I really like them so far. And then we're going to put the final touch on there. And they simple, elegant, cute little ATCs. Don't sleep on these little cards. The sheet of cutouts that you get in the package. In your, not your package, but in your paper bag. All right, so here we go. Let's put our card here, and now we see our height is probably okay, but we got to do a little bit more trimming. Just a T-natcha look. A T-natcha bit. All right, here we go. And then we could look for the 3 by 3. I mean, yeah, the 3.5 by the 2.5. We could look for that. Next. I hope I didn't confuse y'all. I really hope I didn't. All right, that looks like it's about ready. So now we can cut this down because we want to mat this, right, to the 2.5 by 3.5. So where we going? We're going 2 notches over from the 3.5. Now we see if we go 2 notches over from the 3.5, we are going to cut the December off. So we don't want that. We only going to be cutting from this bottom end. So you're going to put the December at the 3.5 mark, right? And then you're going to go over 2 notches and cut. I hope I didn't have my head in the way, y'all. All right, now we're going to do the same thing. 2.5, and we're going over 2 notches. From 2.5. And we are going to, I'm going to go over 1 notch on each side. Yeah, I think that'll make it like most of the numbers on both sides show a little bit. All right, 2.5. Now on this side, I'm going over to the 2nd notch. All right. Now let's put this in the middle of our metallic and see where we are. What is it looking like? Does it look like we're ready to mat? I think I want to just hit another little sliver at the bottom. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny sliver. Okay. And then I think we're ready to mat. All right, let's go. I'm going to put this down and see what we have here. We're taking another one of our gold metallic sheets. You're going to adhere it. Okay. All right, here we go. Make sure it's even all the way around. Then we're going to take this. All right. We're going to put this in the middle. All right. And there we go. Let's move all of this trim out of the way. Okay. And this is what we have, you all. I love it. You see it? Okay, that's ATC number 5. And then, which one do y'all want to do? I think I want to do this one. Okay, this probably will be our last one. We're going to be cutting this one really close because we want to savor the Noel. And so we know that we're going to be cutting it really, really close. All right, here we go. Last one. If you didn't get that trimmer, if you didn't get that sheet of cardstock, and you didn't go get your little tags, go get them now. Come on back to the channel. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, I want to do this one. Okay, which one should I do, y'all? I want to do Noel, or do I want to do this one? I really wanted to show y'all this one. And I think I'm going to stick with this one. I think this is the one I want to do last. I love this. I love him. Yes. Okay. Let's do him. So now he's already cut and ready to go. All right. So all we're going to do is lay him down and layer him up. That's what we're going to do. Because this is my last sheet that I cut out all of my bases. I thought I had enough. Okay. Let's put him down. Okay, let's put him down. All right, you know what, you all? I changed my mind. We gonna go with him. Tina does this. I'm just telling you, this is how I craft. I'm so sorry if y'all getting upset with me, but this is how I craft. We gonna go with him. So now let's go back and let's trim Noel down like I started to in the first place. All right, let's trim him down. So we already know the drill. We already know where he's going, right? Because I showed you how much we need to cut off. So let's try to cut off right now. We're gonna go right here. Because we know that we bringing him straight to almost the end of Noel. Right? Okay. I know y'all like, girl, get yourself together. I hear you, Betty. I hear you, Scrap Passion 01. Tina, I can't take out. This how I craft, y'all. I know it's something, but this how I craft, and sometimes it just be a mess. All right, so even if we went from the Noel to this part, we know all of that we need to come off. So that looks like a 1/2 of an inch. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this to the 3.5 mark, and we're just going to cut this off, because we already know that she 2.5 going widthwise. All right, here we go. So now we're going to cut her down to be matted on this card. You all see what I did, right? So now we're going to mat her, cut her down to mat her. And it's going to take a little bit. It will take a little bit of our edge of our end off. It's going to take a little bit, a sliver of our little L off. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Let's put this down. Yeah, I just got to go a little bit to this side. And I think we're going to be okay. Just a sliver. All right, let's see if this going to lay up in there. Yeah, that's going to lay. Y'all see that? Beautifully done. Oh, y'all tickles me. Honey, y'all are too funny. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to have to do a little bit more, but we're going to see. Oh, no, we're not. That's perfect. That's perfect right there. I like that. All right, here we go. Let's put that down, right? Betty like, Teen, have your stuff together. But this is how I craft sometimes. Sometimes it take me a minute to really decide. So we had this friend named Sherry White. Hey, Sherry, I hope you watching my video. Or Lynn Lynette. But Sherry tickles me because Sherry come to the crop. And honey, Sherry put her stuff on the table, and then Sherry talked the whole night, and she be on one layout, and Sherry cannot decide and cannot commit to gluing down. That's what I felt like right there. We be like, Sherry, just glue it down, girl, just glue it down. All right, here we go, you all. So these are the 6 ATCs we have. These are like our bases. We've done the bulk of the work. Now we're just going to embellish them. All right. That's all we're going to do is embellish them. Let's start with this December 25th. And we're going to use some of the things that I have here. I told you that I like these. I think we're going to be dropping one of these right in the middle. I love it. It's simple, it's elegant, it's so cute. So let's take this little sticky thing, whatever this is. I always try to pull that off, right? Okay, there we go. Let me put my goggles on, y'all, because anything with glitter, I have to be careful because I get pink eye from using glitter and distressing it. Y'all know I love to distress. But, honey, it don't love my eyes. And that stuff fly in my eyes, and it be it. All right, so all I'm doing is laying this down, y'all. I want to lay it flat while the glue is hot. Why? Because, remember, this is an ATC. So, you know, I kind of want it to be flat, but a little dimension. This is all the dimension that I need right here. You talking about gorgeous? Honey, that's gorgeous. Stop playing with me. All right, so we're going to put this one right here. A nice little embellishment. All right, let's see. Can you see it right there? I want y'all to be able to see it. All right, here's the December calendar. I love this one. Now, my girl Tamika sent me these little stickers in. Let me pull the sheet up. She sent me these little stickers in my kit for our Through Your Eyes swap, right? And so I'm finna use one of these, and this is going right here on this little baby right here. I love him, And I'm going to let him keep a little. No, I want to take this off because my hot glue is going to give me all the dimension that I need. All right, so I don't want it to be too bulky. So I'm removing the little foam tape behind. And I'm going to put a dab of glue, hot glue here. And then that's going to be my dimension. I'm going to let it cool a little bit. And it'll give me the dimension that I want. And we're going to stick him right there. Now, you can't tell me, honey, that is not cute. Because it is. I love him. Look at him. All right, we're going to do some simple stamping on him, right? And where is it at? Here we go. I got this little set of 7 Gypsies. Oh, years ago from Tuesday morning. I don't find a lot of 7 Gypsy stuff in there anymore, but I really love this set. So we are going to use a few stamps out of here. And we're going to stamp on her. And she's just going to be cute. Now, we got the Nice or Naughty. We have the No Peeking. We have a little postage stamp here. And I think what I want to use is that. Okay, let me get my stamping blocks out. I don't know where my smaller ones are. But we ain't going to worry about that. All right. Now, we're going to do some second generation stamping so that we do not have a dark imprint. We want a faded stamp print. All right. This is how Tina crafts, y'all. It come to my mind. I think to do it. I do it. Let's move this one out the way because it's done. All right. Okay, we're going to stamp once. And then we stamp it twice, right? You see that faded? That's what I wanted. Okay, now we're going to go to... Let me turn it over again to see what I wanted to say. All right, we're going to go right here. And we're going to put in No Peeking at the bottom. All right. Once again, no rhyme, no reason. All right, so I want it to fade in the background. Let me get a good impression. I want it to fade in the background, so we putting. And as we go down, it's going to fade out and out and out. I love it, y'all. What y'all think? All right, that's the second one. That's all done. Okay, so all we did was we trimmed, we adhered, and we stamped. Boom, and you got ATCs. Here we go. Let's do this one right here. This is my kind of like my favorite. It already has a postmark. Okay, so on this one, we want to use this same stamp set. Right? We're going to do some stamping on here. And we're going to do Dear Santa, a letter. We're writing a letter. This one stamp I never used before. So let's put that over here. Then I have a stamp that I wanted to use from Bo Bunny. I love this stamp right here. Got this from Tuesday morning too, a while ago. And we want to use this one, but we're not going to use the part with the postage stamp. Okay, let's take this off. We're going to use these two, but we're not going to use the postage stamp side. All right, so what I'm going to do with this, again, I want to do generational stamping because I don't want a perfect imprint. So let me ink it up really, really good first. Test it out, right? And then as you stamp, it's going to fade, fade, and fade. Yep. 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 Yeah, I love that. Just like that, right? No rhyme, no reason, you all. Just stamping. All right, that's what I wanted to do for that. Okay. So, it looks like a letter so far, right? Now I'm going to come in with this Dear Santa. And I want that to be in a red. Let me get the red. I'll be right back. I hear you, Betty. All right, let's do our distress inks. And I want to go with I'm gonna go with this fire brick, because it's like a vintage type. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on the stamp. Now I want this to be bold, so we're gonna do this. Dear Santa. There we go. Dear Santa, right there on top. It's an ATC, y'all. We should be having fun with it, right? Okay, so we put that on the top. Let me go see what I wanted to do next. Naughty or nice. I do want to put that on here. Okay. And again, we're going to adhere this. And we're going to use the red. And I use the distress ink. And we're going to put naughty or nice right there on top, right? Okay. Just a little bit of stamping. Put our stamp blocks to the side. And then there was one on here that I wanted to use. And we're going to do this one. I'm going to put this letter. This is a Tim Holtz set. And we want to put some numbers. And we want to put letter on top. All right. And then we'll be through with this one. Okay. So on this one, we're going to use, let's use a different red. Let's use this apple red. Okay, let's put some numbers down here. This is all about having fun, y'all. That's all it is. Right? And then we're going to use this one that says letter. And we're going to put this at the top. Now, I want to do this twice. We're going to do the black first. And we're not going to do that second generation. We're doing that right on. There we go. I'm loving it. And then we're going to clean this off. And we're going to stamp it in red on top and make it shadowed. Okay. So we're just going to clean off with our little wipe. We're going to come in and we are finna put down this red. Now, I'm going to try this because I want to make sure. Okay, yep. Okay, and this is going to just shadow this, and it's going to go over, right? And there we go. I love it. That ATC is done. A simple but fun ATC, and I don't know about you, but I love it. So there we go. All right, that's ATC number 3. Let's jump over here to Noel. All right, let's move our stamps out the way. And we're going to jump over here to this Noel right here. Now, I have this, these are some stickers that Tamika sent me in my packet as well. And she sealed all of her little packages within that kit with these. And I fell in love. I love them. So we are going to use one of these. And I'm saying, when I say simple, y'all, these ATCs are very, very simple. We're going to just simply glue this down, put some hot glue on it, right? And then we putting this in the middle. And I'm going to put this just like this on here. I love this. Now, I got a little glob of glue that was trying to make an imprint. You got to be so careful. I love the way that came out. Now, I'm taking this North Pole up, right? And I am going to put one of these sweet little babies right here in the center. I love it. Don't tell me. I'm finna glue it down, y'all. Don't tell me that's not cute. I don't care what you're talking about. I like it. It's cute. And there you go. Number 4. Done. All right, here we go with this one right here. I'm going to tell y'all, I think I want to leave it like it is. It speaks for itself. Now, once again, I was thinking about putting another one of these little reindeers there. And we can cover up a little bit. I just love them. They look so cute. All right, I don't know. Let's put him to the side. See how I don't want to commit to that one? Because I got Sherry White in my blood. Sherry, I won't commit to it, girl. Y'all, we almost finished. I hope y'all worked with me on this. All right, we're going to do some stamping on this one, too. We're going to use this here little stamp set that I've had in my collection a long, long time. All right, so this is the ATC. Y'all remember. Y'all see, I guess. All right, let's do some stamping. And I think what I want to use, let's move these stamps off these blocks. And we're going to use, I don't know. We got the Prince of Peace has come to us. Joyful, joyful. The best gift of all is Jesus. Y'all know that's the best gift. You better stop playing with it. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Peace. Pray for peace and people everywhere. Wishing you and yours a blessed Christmas and a Happy New Year. I love that one. Joy to the world. The Lord has come. All right. Which one do we want to do? Now, let me incorporate this over here. I thought I had... Oh, yeah. But it says deck the halls. I see this little music note one here. That would have been cute to go with one of the songs. But that say deck the halls. So we're going to stay over here. And we're going to do O come, Emmanuel, God with us. And then that's what we're going to do. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. All right, here we go. We're going to stamp. And then we're going to call this video finished. Because I know y'all tired of fooling with Tina right about now. But I thank y'all for hanging out with your girl. I'm having fun. All right, here we go. We're going to ink up. Right. I want to put this one in this corner. Oop, the card came up with the thing. Ooh, I laugh at myself, y'all. And then we're going to do this joy to the world. The Lord has come. All right. Okay. Let's put this on here because I didn't like that impression. Maybe I need to re-ink my ink pad too. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to ink this pad because I ain't like the way that impression came. But I'll go back and I might add something and I might not. I'm going to put this right there in the middle. Here we go. Taking this little piece. I don't know why I like taking that piece off. It irritates me. There go that glitter, y'all. I'm going to have to clean up after this. A little glitter just, whew. I'll be next week rubbing glitter in my eyes and stuff. I can't take all that. Ooh, look at that, honey. That's cooking with grease. I'm going to go ahead and add him on over here. Take this little foam thing off and let the heat be. Now the thing want to tear up. Okay, there we go. Let's put some glue on him, and then we're going to put him down. Let him cool just a teddy bit. Okay. And here we go. Y'all, we finished 3-step ATCs. The first step was we cut down the sheet of tags that we had. The second step was we matted them, right? And the third step is that we embellished them. We put some poinsettias or we did stamping. These are our 6 ATCs. Tell me or not if these are cute. When I say I love, I do love. So, making an ATC is very simple. It does not have to be hard. I love these. And sometimes less is better. It all depends on what the paper that you're using looks like, whether you want to make it elegant, whether you want to make it clean and simple. It is doable. Take those cutouts, cut them down, adhere them, and then embellish them. Thank y'all for hanging out with your girl. Tell me what you think and tell me which one you like the most. Leave it in the comments. Tell a friend we over here crafting and having fun. Wash them hands, y'all. Every 15 minutes, hot water and soap. Stay blessed. And guess what? Please keep creating. I love y'all. See y'all on the next go round.